welcome to the Manic Pixie Dream Vlog. I'm your host, Caroline Georges. Well, it's quarantine. Yep, I'm just pissed off all the time. I'm really just angry all the time. I feel like I had a fucking life. I feel like I had things going for me. I feel like I was moving right along. I think I was working things out. I think I was just, taking steps forward, and then quarantine happened and it's like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Everything that was going on in my life before is gone. And I'm going to have to completely start over. And it's scary thinking about that. Like, I know quarantine is horrifying, but then also, like, I'm scared. Like, I'm genuinely scared. Like, about what's going to happen after quarantine. And it's just, like, the worrying never ends. Like, I'm just worried all the fucking time. And I just, like, it's horrifying. It is really awful. It is really, just really fucking bad. And the government doesn't give a shit. Like, celebrities don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. Like, they don't see this. They're not seeing this. Those people don't fucking see this. How horrible it is. How absolutely wretched it is. It is horrifying. It is absolutely horrifying. And, I don't know. Like, I can't do anything. Even though before quarantine, like, I was doing things that weren't good sometimes, like, I was, fucking dudes, you know what I mean, I don't know, like, okay, I don't know how to explain this better than just to kind of describe maybe, like, where it comes from, the origin of it from my childhood, but basically, like, when I was a little girl, I had a big crush on Colin Farrell. And he was, okay, no, not a little girl. I was like, like junior high, whatever. I had a big crush on Colin Farrell. And this movie came out, and it was called American Outlaws. And it was about, like, Jesse James. I think he played Jesse James. And, or I don't know. Anyways, it was something like that. And anyways, so I wanted to go see it. So movie tickets back then were like $10 or something. So they're not as expensive as they are now. Like when I went to go see this movie, I remember that. So I had $10, and so I went to the movie theater and I went to go see this movie by myself. But here's the thing: when I was like maybe like 10 or 11, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I was like this super girly, feminine girl, like loved boys, loved men, like I loved romance, like that kind of thing, right? And so I would go to this movie theater, but then I would put on a bunch of my mom's makeup to make myself look older. And I don't know why. I just had this like feeling like he could see me when I was there. Like, did my neighbor just tell me to shut up? What the fuck? Oh, I'm not gonna shut up. I don't know her to fuck off. Okay, sorry. All right. Anyways, well, and then years later, a couple years ago, I was in Las Feliz getting coffee, and I saw Colin Farrell there. And I was like, oh my gosh! Like, you know what I mean? But I wasn't like, I contained it. Of course, I had my composure. Being a stripper, you do get to meet celebrities sometimes. You do party with celebrities sometimes. Celebrities do come in every once in a while. It's kind of interesting. And, and so anyways, I went to go put like cream in my coffee, even though I don't take cream in my coffee, but like because he was over there putting cream in his coffee, I had to go over there too to put cream in the coffee. And so I just said hi to him, and I was just like, I'm a big fan. And he was like really flirtatious, and he was really flattered, and he like asked me like, it's weird, I think I've met you before. Have we met? Like, you seem really familiar, like, and I was like, he's never met me before and stuff, but maybe he had. Maybe, I don't know, maybe deep down in his heart he knew there was a girl in junior high in Juneau, Alaska thinking about him. You know what I mean? Maybe that was what it was. But anywho, I don't know, I guess just like with sexuality and stuff, like, I feel like with guys, and how they like want to fuck all these girls and that sort of thing. Girls want sex to be more of a milestone, I think. I feel like guys want to just like, they're promiscuous, or not promiscuous, but they're like, their sexual conquests are more like you know, like how, like maybe how like a warrior would count dead bodies, you know what I mean, and would mark them off like, you know, yeah, like a notch on his belt, you know what I mean. That's literally, I guess, the best way to describe it. It's a notch on his belt, you know what I mean. And he wants to put as many notches on his belt as he can, you know, and before he settles down and it's done. Like, that's just sort of how guys see being promiscuous. It's sort of the tradition. Is it toxic masculinity to believe that way, or to think that way, or to act that way? Is men practicing promiscuity for that reason toxic masculinity? That's something to mull over, I think, for everybody. Let's think about that and come back to this later. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh no. The edible kicked in. I ate that hours ago, and it's just, oh my gosh. Now, finally, I thought it was a dud. Well, woohoo! Okay, let's go. What was I talking about? Oh, who the hell knows? Whatever. Anyways. Yeah, but with women and our sexuality and how we practice, like, how our notches on our belt are more like sentimental milestones. You know, we want to cross off some X's, you know, before we give ourselves over to something. There's a process to it. You know, there's something sort of ritualistic in how women are sexual, I think, and how the women are promiscuous and stuff. So, like, you know, the thing is, like, here's the thing. I'll be honest. If a guy has a lot of money and spends a lot of fucking money on me, I am more inclined to have sex with him than if I'm dating a guy who doesn't spend money on me, okay? Like, fuck me, okay? Sorry, fuck me. I'm a horrible person, right? Yeah, sorry that I don't want to fuck a gas station attendant. Excuse me. Okay? Like, I'm sorry that I want to fuck guys with money. I'm sorry. Okay, I am sorry, and you know what? And I have had sex and had relationships with men who were not very wealthy, and they were fine. Okay, and they were cool. I was cool with it. And yes, but guys with money are just kind of like more. I love guys with money. I love them so much. There's, I don't know, it makes me really happy, and I'm sorry. Yeah, and Colin Farrell has a lot of money. Oh, too bad. If I ever run into him again, if I ever run into Colin Farrell again, I'm gonna have to do something. What? Oh my gosh, I have to do something about that. Anyways. Guys with money. Yeah, I don't know, the whole like provider thing, you know what I mean? Like, so like women want to nest. It makes sense, you know what I mean? And so, just kind of being like, you know, I don't know, just being validated, you know? Somebody giving you things that you really don't deserve because he thinks you're beautiful, you know? That's nice. But I've paid for it in other ways, haven't I? Yes. You know, I was thinking about, guess what I was thinking about? I was thinking about rape. You know why? Because I have PTSD, okay? I have to think about rape all the fucking time, and so I'm sorry, you do too, okay? If you're gonna watch this vlog, you're gonna have to hear about fucking rape because I have PTSD. I was thinking about the first time I was raped. I was 18, And it was my stepbrother's roommate, and it's like long story, but anyways, it's all fine now. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay that my stepbrother's brother raped me. My stepbrother's roommate raped me. It's fine. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm fine. Yeah, but my stepbrother and I are we're legit. We're solid. We're good. We've buried the hatchet and we're fine. Totally fine. Anyways, I was raped by my stepbrother's roommate, which I was really pissed about for a long time, as you could probably understand. And anyways, like, I didn't know I was raped when it happened. I didn't know for 3 days. I learned about rape, and I was explained what rape was. Somebody explained to me what rape was 3 days after I was raped. 3 days. 3. Okay? I had no idea what rape was 3 days prior to the day. 3 days after. Oh, what the fuck am I supposed to say? Okay. Isn't that crazy? I had no idea what rape was until 3 days after I was raped. We need to start educating young girls what abuse is. We need to start educating young girls about bad touch, good touch, and boundaries, and about how to protect themselves from predatory boys who are in school with them and the predatory men who will be in the world out there as adults. We need to do something. We need to start educating young girls right away. Because lack of education, lack of understanding, lack of preparedness, it is extremely hard as hard as it is for women to protect themselves physically from men, it is as hard to protect ourselves emotionally from emotionally abusive men as well. And something has to be done. That is what I have to say about that. Okay? It's fine. I figured it out. Don't worry. But yeah, we need to start educating young girls about abuse right away. And if you have daughters, pubescent daughters, if you're watching this and you have pubescent daughters, you need to have to sit down and have a conversation with them and say, look, this is the reality of the world. There are predatory boys out there. There are predatory men, and you need to be smart and you need to look out for yourself. Those conversations need to start happening between parents and their children, their young girls, their young daughters. That is what needs to start happening. Tell everyone, and it must be done right away. I'm sure this will really help in preventing abuse from happening. And it will help in preventing it from happening in the future. Okay, what was I going to talk about? I don't know. God, okay, sorry, I'm really horny. No, okay, sorry, no, I'm not gonna, okay. I am going through, I am, aching for a man's touch right now. I'll just say it like that. I am aching for a man's touch right now. I'm struggling. It is so hard. I don't feel like a woman anymore. I feel ugly. No one loves me. And I really want to fuck a guy really bad. And, yeah, anyways. It's hard. It's hard. It is. Sex is healthy. Sex in romance is very, very healthy. And you know what, I'm sorry, but I just sometimes I feel like for the longest time I had to apologize for liking being in relationships. Like I had to apologize or feel like I'm not an independent woman or I'm not as good of a woman because I like dating guys and I like romance and I like having a boyfriend. And I want to get married and I want to, and I'm a family first kind of person, you know what I mean? And that's how I'll be as a mother, you know what I mean? I feel like I had to apologize for that and for feeling that way. And, So I won't anymore. I want a boyfriend. I want to have somebody I could fuck all the time. You know, and I don't know, like, I just, you know, and a boy, I've never had a guy cheat on me. I've never had a boyfriend cheat on me. As far as I know, like, I've never had a boyfriend cheat on me. You know why? Because he's tired. Because he's done. He can't, what is he going to do? Fuck somebody else after I'm done with him? No. Seriously, I've never had a boyfriend cheat on me before. He doesn't have the time. And he doesn't have the stamina either. Seriously. And so, I mean, yeah, I like sex. I'm a sexual person. I am a sexual woman. I'm a slut too. I just like being a slut in relationships. I just like being a slut with some security, you know? Like, I'm nasty. I'm filthy. Like, I'm a filthy in bed. You know what I mean? That's great. I think that the nastier, the dirtier, the better. You know what I mean? Well, not like, I mean, within reason. You know what I mean? No bathroom stuff. Gosh, how did that happen? Whose idea was that? Sickos. I'll never understand it. There's just some things that happen in sex that it's just kind of like, oh, like I just, you know, I really do put sex on like a mantle. I think it's a very precious and very special thing. And I think even being a stripper, like, I mean, just because sex is such a commodity in so many ways, like I think in relationships, you can really make sex something special. And that's really awesome, you know, because really like with stripping and stuff, sex really isn't that special. Sex is sort of like, you know, I mean, honestly, like I'm a machine at work. I'm really just like an employee. Like I really just feel like it really is just, you know, typing in numbers and calling it a day. That's really what stripping is to me. Like sex really is just kind of like this not special, not great thing. It's a tool and it's a weapon and it's a way of getting money. You know what I mean? And so because I have that reality and I live in that reality, in relationships, I want it to be really, really fucking real and really, really special and very, very close, you know? And, you know, you really have to, I think that with like being like disgusting in bed, like I feel like you have to have a lot of vulnerability and a lot of intimacy in order to get that way with someone. You know what I mean? If you want to like spit in someone's mouth, you know what I mean? Like they like, you know, like they really have to love you and you really have to love them to do shit like that. You know what I mean? Not that I've ever done that, but you know what I mean? Like there's just like, I don't know. I saw that in a movie and I thought it was kind of cute. And I kind of wanted to try it and then I thought like, no. I have an image to uphold. I have to, yeah, I have to be Miss Perfect all the time. So, I know, I can't shake my like Betsy Sue good girl image. It's really hard. Nobody's ever going to be able to see me that way. I'm like Hillary Duff. Nobody's ever going to see me as a sexual adult woman. They'll always just see me as some innocent, sweet little angel princess. And I can't escape it. Anyways. All right, well, that's my vlog for today. Just survive, okay? Y'all just survive, okay? Every day, day by day, do whatever the fuck you need to do to get through your day, okay? Just do whatever the fuck you need to do to get through your day. I don't care if you have to smoke meth. I don't care. Just get through your day, deal with it later, okay? You know what? I'm going to stick by what I just said. Just survive. Just make it. Just be okay. Okay? Just pray. Go to the Lord. Seek guidance. Reach out to your friends and family. And, you know, and then just don't be so hard on yourself. If you gained weight, if you've been drinking more, that kind of thing. Like, just don't worry about that. Like, it's going to be okay. And you know what? I really do believe things are going to be much better and people are going to appreciate things a lot more after quarantine is over. I really believe that. I really do. I think everyone's going to be a lot happier and people are really going to be grateful for things. And yeah. Anyways, that's my vlog for today. Have a lovely day. Like and subscribe and share. Bye. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, it's the edible. Bye. Have a lovely day. Good night.